Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Standards of Geekness podcast page. That was an exciting new intro, brought by yours truly, Brian Mercer. What's going on, buddy?
How you doing, Evan? It's great to be here. Another week here on the Standards of Geekness podcast, and I'm doing great. I couldn't be more excited to be here. We're watching one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I'm
one of my
super
favorite
stoked.
matches. One of my
Yeah,
favorite matches.
I'm super stoked for tonight's show. We have a lot of things going on the podcast. Before we get into that, duelingguard.com. Make sure you go duelingguard.com. Enter the code SOG15 for 15% off all your gaming merchandise needs. They've got a lot of cool anime-related deck boxes, binders, mats. If you like Spellground type mats, they've got those. Lots of great stuff. We've got a lot going on. First and foremost, we're going to be moving back to Monday nights on our podcast evenings instead of Tuesdays, starting the next, 2 weeks from yesterday. Just to be cohesive with what we're doing with the D&D, just make sure we're staying on a consistent schedule. And I think it just works better for our schedules. So we're excited about that.
So for all of you guys, it's live content every Monday. That's
exactly.
What you got.
You can come over here and hang with us instead of watching garbage like the State of the Union or Monday Night Raw.
You're going to find a lot more authenticity in professional wrestling than the current government. That's all I'm
going to say. So first and foremost, AJ Styles, we want to send a heartfelt congratulations on your Hall of Fame nomination, on a wonderful retirement, brilliant speech, and the way the WWE surprised him with the Hall of Fame stuff and everybody celebrating AJ. It was really nice to see, especially seeing Abyss on WWE TV. 2005, 2006 me was marking out.
Hey Eric, how's it going? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
What I thought was actually really funny was, for years, The Undertaker has been telling people he's going to make them famous. And, I think last night he really made AJ famous. All of famous.
It was a viral moment, and it definitely, AJ deserves it. I really hope it's true that Cena's going to be the one to induct him, and if not, I really think it should be the Good Brothers.
The Good Brothers would be awesome. How cool was it seeing Frankie Kazarian and Abyss on WWE?
Well, we've seen
Abyss specifically.
Seeing Kazarian in NXT. But seeing Abyss was really cool for me. 2005, 2006 me. Early TNA, the Monster Balls matches. I was, big into that. His matches with Raven, Father James Mitchell. The whole thing with him. There's just so much rich history with TNA, and it was nice to see the celebration of his career through TNA, New Japan, and to WWE.
Absolutely. All right, well, we got a show to get to as far as what we're watching tonight. But before we do that, first, want to remind you all to go to our sponsor tonight, duelingguard.com. Use the code SOG15. Put that in, get yourself some, benefits, some discounts, and get yourself some gaming merch. After that, Evan, I'm coming for that belt, man. You have been holding on to that predictions championship for far too long, and I think that it is time for me to claim the title heading into WrestleMania. So before we watch this show, I want to do an Elimination Chamber prediction with you.
All right, well, since you issued the challenge, why don't you start us off with your prediction for the women's IC title match? We got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
Okay. I think this one is a no-brainer. I don't expect at all for AJ Lee to walk away from the champion. You and I have talked about this one privately. If AJ is going to win the title, it's going to be at Mania. That's actually what I'm expecting. I'm calling for Becky Lynch to walk away with the gold.
Interesting. Well, we have a deviation. I actually have AJ Lee winning the belt in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in Chicago. I think it gives it's a full circle feel good moment, and I think you could have AJ and Becky continue this on into Mania, and Becky can recapture the title at WrestleMania. It, it's it's kind of a catch-22. You can kind of go either way. I don't think you're wrong with your opinion. I just, for the sake of argument, I think that it adds a level of unpredictability to the situation. It'd be very easy, in my opinion, for them to book you or have Becky like slap the ref a la Orton back in the day.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to see it. I did not expect to already have a deviation in our predictions here. I expect it to be in the chamber matches.
Well, I'll start with the women's chamber match. I've got Rhea Ripley defeating Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, and Raquel Rodriguez. Right now, WWE is struggling to sell WrestleMania tickets. The biggest women's match that could happen in the women's division, besides maybe Charlotte versus Jade, is Rhea versus Jade. It's a money match waiting to happen. Bianca's going to be out for a few more months with having just gotten surgery on her finger. This is the money match. This is where the money is. Kiana's not going to win. She's not ready. She's still new to it. There's a world where I see Raquel winning. I just don't think that. I think it's going to be a bad night for some people in the Judgment Day. Spoilers.
Yeah, no, I don't expect a real good Judgment Day night. I think that the Judgment Day already has their spots.
They want the Rumble.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly.
Alexa Bliss doesn't need this moment. Asuka doesn't need this moment. Tiffany had a really long reign, and I just don't think Tiffany versus Jade again is really a money match.
See, Tiffany is the only one. See, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I'm going with Rhea as well, for much the same reason. Tiffany is the only one who I think is a possibility as the other one to win the match, and it's because I think there is some interest in that return match, in that return bout at Mania on the big stage, but I don't think it's going to sell you tickets, and I think at this point
you need the help.
That's what they need to do. They need to sell tickets, and I think putting Rhea in that world title match is one way to do it.
I don't think Rhea needs to win the match at Mania. I don't think Jade Cargill's a very great wrestler, but I think it's a moment that if she wins, it cements her. I really think they've dropped the ball with her run. I would not shock me if on the road to WrestleMania, if it is Jade versus Rhea, if Jade costs her the tag belts. Then, if that happens, I do see Rhea maybe winning it in the main event at WrestleMania.
Rhea, see, what's nice about the idea of Rhea versus Jade is the size of both women. Most of the time, Jade is significantly larger than
same with Rhea
of the women's roster.
Yeah, it's like
Rhea is just as physically imposing. So and because we haven't had that match yet,
yeah, I do feel like that the oddball out in this match, honestly, in my opinion, is Kiana James. I do feel like Charlotte Flair probably would have made a little more sense here. That's just my opinion.
Oh, if Charlotte was in this match, I'd probably be voting for her.
Oh, that's the same. I think that they've been teasing their stare down since Jade debuted. There's no reason, in my opinion, and if Charlotte's in this match, there's no way Charlotte doesn't win this, based on how you've been teasing that for 3 years, whenever Jade came over. So we both have Rhea picking there. I guess
I'm also gonna say this to anyone who's disagreeing with the Rhea Ripley pick. Normally, if WrestleMania was being done the way that it was being done before, all in one night, then our Rhea Ripley pick would be kind of insane. But knowing that she can defend the tag titles on one night and challenge for the world title on the second night it changes the dynamic.
It wouldn't shock me if she wins this match if Jade costs her.
Yeah, no,
the tag belts.
But I'm just saying that it's possible for her to have multiple matches in one night. She's a big marquee star for the company.
All right. Well, then I have my men's pick. If you want me to go next, I can do that.
By all means.
So this is probably the most predictable of the matches of the night, in my opinion. Um, Cody Rhodes will win the match. They've been really teasing this for a long time. Just the whole Cody and Drew thing. It's not exciting to me. But I do have an extra point. Brock Lesnar will cost LA Knight his spot in this match, and they will brawl off into the crowd.
Interesting.
We're gonna get Brock. We're gonna get Brock versus LA Knight at Mania. I'd rather hear about it now than wait until have them do weeks of building with Brock doing nothing.
So, realistically, I think that there are some changes that are being made to the men's side of things right now, because at this point, with Bronson Reed getting injured, I think there's a big shuffling, and I think there's a big we talked about it with the Rhea Ripley one. I think there's a big need to draw. Okay, when it comes to marquee matches, big marquee matches, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns is a big marquee.
Absolutely.
We know we're not going to have Seth Rollins back.
That we know of.
It's unlikely we'll have Rollins back, and the rest of the
original Vision's just gone.
And if it was going to be him coming back, then it makes more sense for him to be fighting against the Vision that is there.
Yeah, but like both of them joined after he was injured. So like
I know. No, it doesn't make sense. No, I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm not saying it's good right. But anyway, I think this is one of those opportunities where the right decision is to pull a trigger. I'm picking LA Knight to win.
Okay.
I know that sounds crazy, and a week ago that wouldn't have been my choice. Okay? But the reason why is because, in these multi-man matches, everybody's protected, but it gives you both that marquee main event and that, like, I want to see him finally do it. The thing that they were trying to get out of the J. So
that's fair. I could see that. I wish there would be a little bit more time to build it up because Mania is like a month and a half away.
I think if you lean into like LA Knight finishing his story, kind of thing, and the aspect of it already being something that's been in play for a couple of years, he's about a year and a half now. He's been like mega level. So
he's been there for a while. Like they just, I don't know if it's
just pull the trigger.
I think there's a lot of moving parts, especially in the men's division right now. Jacob Fatu's a factor in this.
Jacob Fatu is a factor, but Jacob Fatu has more years behind him.
Drew could try to screw Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton out of this match. Part of me is like, man, it would be really interesting to see Jey Uso win this and get that Drew Jey Uso feud. I think that might have the potential for a little bit more of an organic thing. But like, it's the Jey Uso conundrum. He's a current tag champ. He's in this match because of an audible. It was supposed to be Bronson Reed.
Drew's gonna lose the belt on SmackDown this week. We just took some random guy. That's how world title.
Oh god. Well, there is a world, and hear me out, where I think we get a fatal 4-way between Cody, Drew, Jacob, and Randy, or Cody, Drew, Jacob, and Sammy.
I'd be down for that. I'd be down.
And I think it would be really interesting if you really wanted to do something at Mania that would, I would book that 4-way with Sammy, and I would have Cody turn heel on Sammy in that match. Basically like leave him bloody. Drew picks up the scraps, and have Drew hold that belt, for a while, And then this will lead to Sammy getting his moment, winning the Rumble next year, winning the Saudi WrestleMania. You know, that big moment in the sky. Remember when I called Jinder Mahal winning the WWE
Hey,
Championship?
nobody wishes that it was going to be Sammy more than me. I called Sammy months ago.
I think that if you're going to do something hot to really get the crowd hot, and you really want to pull the trigger to make things, because they're kind of missing some top level heels. Like if you think about it, like Gunther, they haven't really done shit with him. They've kind of failed to capitalize on his stuff. You've got Brock, you've got Drew, Roman and Punk are both faces, and I got my own opinion about what you could do at Mania with Punk and Roman. We can get into after the Chamber. But yeah, so I've got Cody Rhodes, you got LA Knight. I'm using a bonus point that Brock will cost LA Knight his spot in the match. Not joining a match, but he'll just like basically choose LA Knight as his WrestleMania victim. All right, well, and that brings us to our main event. Go ahead and go first.
I mean, I think I'd love to see something crazy where Finn Balor wins. However, CM Punk is going over. CM Punk retains. I will be using my extra point here though, because I don't think CM Punk is going to be facing Finn Balor.
You think he's going to be facing the Demon?
I think he's going to be facing the Demon. They've teased the Demon quite a bit recently, and Finn has said like he doesn't want to just bring him out anytime. And yeah, it's not about, he said it's not about whether the Demon wins or loses. Like the Demon can lose, but only showing up as the Demon at certain times. And with the whole feud being centered around, this idea that Balor needs to find himself again, I think showing up as the Demon, that creation of his, really shows that he's embracing himself again. And then I think that moves into, him being on his own, the Judgment Day, turning their backs on him, all that good stuff.
Okay. So we've got the same result, CM Punk retaining, but I've got JD and Dom costing Finn the match.
Well, unfortunately, you've already used your extra point.
That's fine. You said yours was the Demon.
But it is.
So if the Demon doesn't show, then, it's a wash. If Brock doesn't take out LA Knight, it's a wash. That's the beauty of the bonus point.
That is. But we have very different... Well,
and I think that's the beautiful thing about what we do when we do what we do in this new era. Oh God, there's a dude on TikTok who does like a perfect Triple H. It's like, I'll have to find it and share it with you. All right, guys. Well, that brings us to.
We need more eras in professional wrestling.
Dude, we need Monday Night Era. Raw is era. All right. Well, before we jump into the Survivor Series 2002, make sure you go to duelingguard.com, enter the code SOG15 for 15% off all your gaming merchandise needs. I love the products myself. You've seen, a friend of the pod, the Dark Lord Steve, with his products on the page. If you're a gamer, if you play card games, if you collect things, they're great products. And every bit you spend there goes to helping show the podcast a little love and helps us do the fun things we've got planned. We've got a lot of big things coming with D&D, a lot of big things coming here on the pod. And, hey, maybe we start doing non-wrestling watch-alongs, too. Woot, woot. All right, guys. Well, I have Survivor Series 2002 queued up. It's got the ads. It's going to try to...
Did you want to fast forward a little bit? Because I know that if we go the full 2.5 hours, we're going to go way over time tonight. So if we fast forward to having about an hour and 38 minutes left, I think that gets us to the real meat potatoes of the show.
Yeah, we can do that. So I'm waiting for the ads to play.
See, while those ads are going, you should go to duelingguard.com. Use the code SOG50.
Oh
And make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you have joined us, with no matter where you are, whether you're watching us on Twitch, on YouTube. We're, we'd love to have you. Thank you for being here. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It does us a world of good.
Forgot how violent that Hell in a Cell match between Brock and Taker was.
Oh, that thing was visceral, man. It was wonderful.
So we need to go to about an hour into the show.
Roughly. There was a marker there.
Well, it started playing an ad again. Ah! And now I understand. I understand the pros and cons of Netflix without ads.
I really thought as we got into the digital age, we'd somehow have like the ability to be interrupted by less ads, like still have them around constantly.
I would give my left arm to not have to watch these ads, but I don't want to pay for it.
Would you call that a left arm offering?
Maybe.
Would your left arm be removed from play along with the rest of your hand?
Yes. All right.
So for those of you guys who yeah. Oh my God, I'm fumbling here, dude. Come on.
All right, so I'm at 57 minutes, 58. So this is Lesnar and Show. Where are you at? So we know where we start at the same time.
I am 1 minute 38 and 49 going. Taz and Cole are talking.
You're at 1 hour and 48? 1 minute and 48?
I can't see how far in I am.
Okay, I've got...
I want to see how far I have left to go.
I got 1 hour and 37 minutes and 41 seconds.
Oh, it looks like we're getting ready for the tag team title match.
Perfect. As long as I don't got to watch 3-minute warning and Rico, I'm fucking happy.
All right. You got it playing? Is it playing on your screen? All right, like I'm watching a vignette right now with Angle and Benoit. And...
Yeah, it's got Los Guerreros and... There's Angle slam on Benoit. Angle's... See, honestly, like, Kurt Angle might just be one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Just, like, his facial expressions, his intensity, everything he did, he sold with conviction. Even the comedy shit.
Angle was an all-around performer, for real.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of amazing considering he had more legitimacy than really anybody else on the roster outside of maybe Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this match between Angle and Benoit and Edge and Ray was really good. I remember watching that live.
Every time that Ray was in the ring with Angle, it was magic. Like going back to their first match at SummerSlam, absolute magic every single time those two were in the ring together.
Can't really beat that. Okay, I've got Stephanie McMahon on the screen now.
Yep, holding up them belts.
The Hall of Famer, Triple H's wife.
She invented the women's division,
She started the women's evolution, the revolution. She started Ric Flair in Evolution. Oh, man.
Sometimes Benoit's lack of expression was its own expression. That's what I've come to realize.
Yeah. I still struggle sometimes watching his matches just based on all the other stuff, but I know his match is good.
I learned to completely separate Benoit the wrestler from Benoit the man. Like when I watch the stuff in the ring, when we're going back and we're watching. I don't know what the old man was. I'm looking at you.
It was Al and Dawn Marie with the whole Tori Wilson's dad engaged to Dawn Marie angle.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'd forgotten about how
I'd
bad that
forgotten
was.
all about that.
Oh my god.
And I was better off for it. This is.
So this, man, this is when, God, they had Chavo and Eddie in the tag team division for a long ass time.
Hey, Eddie, one of the all-time greats. What I find actually really funny about Eddie Guerrero is how often the Eddie Guerrero, and that's what it's referred to as backstage when you're planning it out. When you're going to do the thing where you toss someone the chair and they catch it and you fall down and act like you got hit, and steal one. That like it's straight up referred to as the Eddie Guerrero, and it's so cool to me that something that happened relatively recent in history is affiliated and tied to someone like that. Because a lot of times now, like a Luthez press, how many people watching have even seen a Luthez match?
I would honestly be shocked.
As is.
It might be like you, me, Chris, and Hayden, and like 5 other people that watch the podcast. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of those. I mean, the Iron Claw, the Von Erich Iron Claw, and things like that.
Okay, when you're looking at Kurt Angle here, and he's got the stripes all on one side of his singlet, and you're only seeing that side of him, like in profile, does he kind of look like a sailor to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, if there was a wrestler that could have did live action Popeye the Sailor Man, I think it could have been a Kurt Angle.
Oh, that would have been cool. I would have been down for that. Still, hell, I'd still be down for that. Angle's,
yeah.
Angle could still play Popeye the Sailor Man.
Edge. I'm not here to cope. This is Edge. Edge, bro.
Edge wearing the tag team titles, but not Christian. It just makes you wish it was Christian.
Was this after Christian left to go to TNA?
Yeah.
No, because.
Well, I think he had left. I think he left I think he had just left the first time at this point.
Okay, yeah, because I know he came back briefly, feuded with Cena in like 2004, 2005. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. Weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
It's really crazy sometimes when you think about so Rey Mysterio was a WCW guy. Like he was a full WCW superstar, and he had you can't really say that Rey got held back by WWE when he made the jump over.
No, they fully embraced how over he was, and it's amazing the longevity Rey's had. I mean, he started wrestling when he was like 15 in Mexico. He's trained by Conan.
Rey actually holds an interesting distinction. He's one of the very, very, very few wrestlers that have continued an active wrestling career after being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Like Rey's a Hall of Famer. He's still an active roster member, not a part-timer.
Yeah, I think, because they inducted Flair afterwards. Most of them it'd be like a year, but Rey got inducted like what, 2 years ago?
I believe it was. Oh, yeah, I think it was either 2 or 3 years ago. It was right before Dom turned his back on him.
Yeah.
Dom's been a heel for a while, so I think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, who's your pick here? I don't remember who wins this match. I'm not looking it up either. I'm not cheating.
I'm not either. I'm looking at the match.
Mysterio is just so fluid, man, and like working with like Benoit and Guerrero, who he'd already been in WCW and ECW with for years. Like, so much of this is just like, it's like 15 years of fluidity all adding up together.
Yeah. Let's see. We got the babyfaces champions in triple. I'm gonna go Los.
Going with the Guerreros.
Yeah, just the way that they presented this whole thing with that whole vignette call is very vague memories, but yeah, because right now we've got basically two babies, four heels. Although I don't know if Benoit was actually healed.
I never liked these rules. These triangle rules where it's only two guys in the ring and like you can tag someone from another team.
That always felt weird to me. It's like you should only. I would rather have three of you at one time and your partners all at different ends. Like, to me, it was. Oh Lord!
Uh-oh.
Did my video go out again? Oh no! Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm really confused.
Yeah, it looks like your camera has gone out.
No.
Now it's just my show.
I will not.
Uh-oh. Oh. No.
I'm trying to remove myself. This is bullshit.
Wow, these are new issues. Oh wait, I see it. I don't know. All new problems. Oh, you're back. You've returned.
Yes.
You were stuck in a black void for a really long time, and while you were gone, I became the predictions champion.
Yeah, that's not how that works. The champ's got to be here to defend. That's going full Daniel with some Daniel
30 day. There's a 30-day clause or something in there. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, that looked like it hurt. That was like thigh muscle connecting with the buckle and the rope.
Yeah, the way he fell was pretty brutal there. But it's nice to know that we're at the same point in the match. Yes.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about coordinating these sometimes. Ooh. It doesn't matter who does it, whenever they run their shoulder into the ring post, I just sends like pain down my spine.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do, but it actually doesn't hurt. Yeah, it's one of those great moves that like it's designed to look like it hurts, but it actually doesn't.
It's good.
You don't actually connect with it. You just make it look like you do. Well, I mean, I guess there's some people that have connected with it, but in theory.
Angle there, you could see his shoulder recoil from it when he hit it. So now you've got. This is basically a 4-on-2. Because like you've got Edge way over there, you've got Chavo and Eddie over there, and then Benoit in the other corner. Like.
Poor Chavo. I'm just like looking at this. I'm looking at everybody in this match. Everybody in this match has not only, with the exception of Chavo, not only been a world champion. I'm not going to count the WWE ECW title. I'm sorry. No, that's just not happening. Uh, I'm not going to put the NXT title on the same level as the WWE or World Heavyweight Championship. Sorry, just can't do it. Um,
You're killing Zack Ryder's dreams.
but but just like look at this roster or in this match. Other than Chavo, every single one of them isn't just a world champion; they're a WrestleMania main eventer.
You're not wrong. Oh. I don't know. I do think that Chavo could have, had they built a story around him, there is a world where I could have seen him being a world champion. Didn't have to be for long.
Well, maybe as Chavo, but not as
Kerwin White.
Kerwin
If it's
White.
not White, God, I forget how bad that gimmick was or I forgot how bad that gimmick was until I was watching like a bad gimmicks like playthrough.
That it would be
Oh
fun
my,
actually to do just like our worst gimmicks of all time. Like
I'm
I'd be
down.
up.
How about 2 weeks show on the re-debut on Monday? We do that.
We're gonna do our worst gimmicks of all time. Okay.
Our worst gimmicks of all time. Purple Ranger suit not included.
That means that if you guys at home have any really bad gimmicks that you want to make sure to get on that list, get talked about, then you make sure to comment down below and let us know what bad gimmicks that you remember from your time watching professional wrestling. There are some real bad ones out there. Can we both agree that the Shockmaster is just low hanging fruit, and we're gonna avoid like skip over that one?
I think you can't have a legitimate top 10 without that being on there though. It's low hanging fruit, but I wouldn't put it as the worst.
What if we just call it like the Shockmaster?
So basically, the Shockmaster Invitational. We basically agree that it's the the Shockies. That's what we call them. Whoever wins gets a Shockies award.
Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna each come up with eight bad gimmicks over time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we're gonna tear them off in a tournament, and we're gonna compare each one all the way down to find the Shockmaster.
Oh my God! The winner of the tournament gets a Shocky.
The winner of the tournament is a Shocky. I think that's except Shockmaster can't be in the tournament because it's named after.
That's what I'm saying. It's the Shockmaster Invitational.
Yes.
I've at least got 5 off the top of my head. I can't wait to talk about how bad they were.
Edge didn't even have a hold of Benoit on that one. He just threw him all. Good air on that.
Yeah. See, I miss when they did arena shows like this, honestly. I always liked that it felt like, it reminded me like the Royal Rumble 2000, The Rock and the Big Show. I always liked the look of this, where you could see the crowd. Ooh. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, shit. Booyaka!
Yeah, it feels like we're hitting that about to go home moment.
Yeah.
Get him, Kerwin.
Kerwin up. Okay.
Where's Eddie? I'm looking for
Eddie.
Waiting for Eddie to come in and steal it.
Yeah, they're gonna let Benoit hit, and then Eddie's gonna. Ooh. Honestly, Edge. I don't think Edge got his shoulders up at 3 there.
Well, which 3 count was the referee counting? Was he
I
counting?
know there wasn't an indication.
So you got to get both hands down there. A good referee would use both hands. 1, 2. You kicked out. You didn't.
I always forget that this is Survivor Series.
Well, it's yeah. I actually, when we were originally talking about this, I was thinking it was SummerSlam.
It's because of the way the logo's designed. It reminds me a lot of the older SummerSlam designs. Angle slam. He's gonna go. This is peak angle. This isn't peak angle.
Peak angle. No, this isn't peak angle. This
No,
is
peak angle was TNA angle. There he goes. And there's no disqualifications. Oh, here we go. Oh. CTE. Oh, he's getting in the front, in the way. You done with CTE? Oop.
Chubby
That was a
just
slide.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oop.
Looked for that
Spear?
DDT. Oh, spear. Oh, it's elimination. I forgot it was elimination.
Yeah. I think Los Guerreros definitely was the right pick here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Los Guerreros are definitely,
especially now that Angle and him are going to beat him down.
With this going on, the post match or the post loss beatdown.
Chavo looking at him sneaky snaking.
All right, we're gonna beat them up. Now we're gonna go back to beating each other up. Oh, somebody else in the ring. Let's beat them up, and then we'll go back to beating each other. There's a certain amount of this that you almost wish that Angle and Benoit would have won.
Yeah.
I love a good one-upsmanship tag team. Like, I hit you, I hit him with a suplex, and I tag you in, and I'm no, you do it. Let's see yours. Okay, and then you hit him with the suplex, tag me back in. All right, then I'm gonna give him a German. Let's see yours.
No, here we go. Oh, Eddie with the 2.
I mean, I think at this point, after the post-match beatdown, if the Guerreros don't win, it kind of makes them look kind of weak. But the longer it goes on, the more you think that Edge and Ray are going to retain.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised this is still going. I give them a good amount of time for this. I mean, a lot of big names in the match. Did Edge get the shoulder up?
That's at least twice where he hasn't.
More looked like he just lifted up his arm.
Oh. You don't see Eddie breaking out a sleeper hold all that often.
No. Down to almost a headlock here.
Yeah. Where the hell's Ray?
Oh, he's over in the other corner. He's a babyface. He's not going to get involved. Plus, if I was Edge, I'd be a little worried right now because I think that Ray is closer with Chavo and Eddie than he is with Edge, and than he is with his own tag team partner. I think that this is where the LWO actually gets formed. Mm-hmm. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's not going to get a tag in. No, 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 sir. Sorry, my earbud was dying there. I had to switch out.
Oh, that's fair. I know that struggle. Tell you one thing, I'm gonna look into some slightly more comfortable headsets in the future. Ooh.
Well, normally I would have my full headset on, but I got like the double screen thing going on tonight, so it's
That's
just
fair. See, I'm listening to the show or watching the show with no volume on, because I've got the show on my phone.
Oh,
and I've got our podcast and
I can't do it with no volume. I need at least like low volume. Especially, later on here, we're gonna have Brock Lesnar versus Show. At least I think that match is still coming.
I think that one already happened.
Did we already pass that one? Maybe Brock Lesnar doesn't like to go on late.
Because there's still an hour and 13 minutes left in the pay-per-view. Well, maybe not. Maybe that, and then it looks like the Elimination Chamber itself was almost 45 minutes. So maybe. This is back when Big Show was a legit threat in the world title scene.
Well, as I'm looking at this, I only see one more break before the end of the show. So maybe this
How is it still going?
Well, that's what I'm surprised about. Especially after the post-match beatdown, it seems really excessive.
Sets him up for the 619. Goofs it?
Nope. yeah. That the Ray misses the 619. There we go.
There we go.
Now Eddie.
Oh, Boston Crab?
The lasso from El Paso. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
But
Eddie was so goddamn good.
That reminds me, a submission hold that I really miss seeing people use that I always love, the Texas Cloverleaf. I never see anybody use a Texas Cloverleaf anymore. And the old Dean Malenko.
Yeah, you don't see, honestly, there's not a lot of variety in submissions anymore. A lot of people don't use submissions. Like, you just see sleeper holds. It's all various versions of the sleeper holds or like the sharpshooter. Or like, there's a lot of different submissions out there that you could utilize.
Big top, big facts.
My God, you got that right.
Oh my God, it's Kane. Calm
down, Shivani. It's Sting.
Oh wow. All right, we're talking about people that we haven't thought about in a long time. Christopher.
Hey, he's an actual doctor now who studies neuroscience.
No, actually, what's kind of cool is, in his own way, he has done more for not just professional wrestling, but like sports. Athletes across the board.
Yeah, like he's for those who don't know, Chris Nowinski is currently on our screen. He had a brief stint in the WWE. He got injured early on in his career. Had a lot of concussion issues. He decided to pursue a career in basically becoming a medical doctor. You can look him up. A lot of what we know about CTE and a lot of the dangers and a lot of everything is because of him. He made wrestling safer. He's made a lot of other things safer.
Football,
I,
hockey.
he's got a lot. There's a lot of content out there on him, especially on YouTube. You guys, I highly suggest going to look him up. Kind of forgot he was a wrestler for a minute.
Yeah,
Apologies,
really.
guys.
At this point, if it's a contact sport, he's had an impact in it, and that's really remarkable to say. A legit Harvard grad and one of the original Tough Enough competitors. Made it to the final four, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Kind of forgot Tough Enough was a show too.
Can't forget about Tough Enough. Maven has his own YouTube channel now.
He won't fucking let you forget it.
Don't
get me wrong. I love Maven, but like,
he's doing something, man.
He's doing something. And he's on the right path. You don't have to remind me you're on Tough Enough every fucking time.
No, I'm surprised. Just being honest with the online following that he has garnered, I'm surprised he hasn't been brought back yet. I think it's kind of insane that he hasn't been brought back yet.
I think there's a lot of bad feelings.
Let's go.
I can't look at Matt Hardy the same anymore.
Stop looking at it through modern lenses. Just look at it for what it was. Appreciate it for what it was, Evan.
I can't. Matt keeps the room temperature at a toasty 75 degrees. My God, your fucking heat bell must be insane. I don't know. I saw TikTok. His wife posted about him releasing a video about certain instructions, and the comment section was just making fun of the original song. I could slap a tornado.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Matt Hardy. For the entire beginning of his career, he was the bland one. He was the boring one. Even at this point, he's got charisma. Like, he's got something there. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just got to give people the chance.
It's still he, like, at this point they're still not letting him go all out. When he hit the broken stuff, and when TNA let him go full broken, oh my God.
No, that was truly when Matt Hardy became like his own unique thing, and I'd argue at that point he might have been more popular than Jeff.
Oh yeah, definitely. At that point in time, I would 100% say that he was more popular than Jeff.
Honestly, their AEW run left me wanting a lot. There were so many cool things I think that we missed out on there. I'm happy they're in TNA and they're happy, but I'm also a little shocked that they're not in the Hall of Fame yet. I know they're active and winding down. I could see them. Honestly, I think if WWE was smart, they would bring back the Hardys as tag team coaches. Let them teach a new division. Have them in the Motor City Machine Guns, man.
I think it would be more useful to have them writing, rather than you can teach anybody how to be a tag team over time, but I think the writing of good quality tag team storylines would be better done by people who really appreciate tag team wrestling. With FTR, one day, those guys, again, let them be tag team writers. They love tag team wrestling. They love tag team wrestling more than they love any other thing about wrestling. So let them do what they love, and they'll bring out the best in it. You know what I mean?
Well, and honestly, that's been WWE's weak spot since basically these days. Their tag team division was all hodgepodge. They weren't. A lot of them weren't real tag teams. They were like Edge and Ray, or like the will they, won't they kind of shit that WWE is really good about. Like, I don't disagree with you. I just think fundamentally we're missing something in the tag division in general. I forgot. Was this Steiner's?
Holla,
Yeah. This was
holla
Steiner's
if you
debut.
remember.
This was Scott Steiner's WWE debut.
Not only was this his debut, but this is like the only moment of his whole run that's good. Like this right here.
You're not
At-
wrong.
like the next night on Raw, it all starts to fall apart. But this moment right here, the big booty daddy, the Freakzilla.
His run in TNA, particularly when he was partnered up with Bubba Ray. Fuck. I got 9 hoes out of the or 9 freaks out of the day or out of the week, but there's only 7 days out of the week. Don't tell me nothing. I'm the big bad booty daddy. Fun fact: before I came up with the wrestling god stuff, where I was going to go with that version of that was going to be on the table.
I mean, still to this day, the math promo is one of the all-time great promos of all time. Like I think that would probably have to make a top 10 list of the best of all time.
Maybe that's another episode down the line where we do the top 10 promos of all time, or we do each pick 8 and then we run a tournament.
Round tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, I think my favorite 2 promos of all time are the Scott Steiner math promo and the Chris Jericho list of 1,004 holds.
I need to think on this because I have a lot of favorite promos. For me, I'd say Steiner Math's number 3. I'd put Austin 316 at number 2, and then Hard Times at number 1.
I knew you were gonna pick Hard Times. I knew
It's
you were
just
gonna
so fucking good. It's
I'm
just so
Hard
fucking good.
Times. No. Hard Times is a very good promo because it's still relevant to this day. Like you can
Hard Times, I'm a daddy.
You can listen to the Hard Times promo tonight and you'll feel something. So yeah, definitely that one. No, that one definitely deserves in the list.
The Jericho one was good. Honestly, the whole segment with The Rock and Jericho was just gold.
Just look at him. He already looks blown up. He's already breathing hard. What did he do? He walked down to the ring and he gave 2 belly to bellies or something. And he's already blown up, man.
He's big, sweaty man, just like Vince likes him.
He also kind of has this look on. He also kind of has this look on his face, like I don't know what I'm doing here. Like he did, when at the end of WCW's run, when he got in the ring, like he looked like a killer. He looked at you. He looked like he was going to kill you. Yeah, and he looks here like I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, commercial.
It's making me want a burger now, though.
Oh, I got pizza.
Had that the other night. We did Chick-fil-A tonight.
Oh no! I'm talking about the commercial.
Oh, I've got a dog bone one. Or no, dog medicine. Flea medicine.
Oh no! Actually, it's a Microsoft Excel commercial. It's just that's the problem with these new commercials. You really have no idea what they're even trying to sell you. Unlike here, where we tell you to go to duelingguard.com and use the code SOG15 to get 15% off of all your Dueling Guard merchandise.
Exactly. Another ad where it's a guy driving around in a van and there's some birds and a lady walking to school.
If you are just joining us, we are watching the 2002 the 2002 Survivor Series pay-per-view, which was the birth of the Elimination Chamber, and we are just about to the main event. For those of you who don't know, originally the Elimination Chamber was the brainchild, at least in kayfabe, of Eric Bischoff, who had become general manager of Raw,
Yeah,
and this was his first like big contribution to WWE.
honestly, like the stuff with him and Austin was great for a while there too. Um, I didn't hate Bischoff's run in WWE. I think there's some interesting things. I could give two fucks less about 3 Minute Warning. Um,
Fun fact, fun fact, I was actually at the show where 3 Minute Warning debuted. They debuted in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Van Andel Arena. One, one of those fun facts for you. I actually, I met Eric Bischoff. It was his second week back to WWE after the show. I met him at a TGI Fridays. He autographed a T-shirt for me as everyone chanted "Let him drink," and I offered to buy him a beer. He told me just to go. Mr. Bischoff, if and when I ever see you again, still owe you that beer, sir. Thank you for the autograph. Wow, Orton is young.
He's got to be like 19 there. This is when he broke his collarbone.
Yeah, it's like, are you really old enough to drink?
I mean, he was maybe, well, he was probably 20, 21, maybe 22.
Maybe.
Yeah, because this was
old enough to drink, but not old enough to run a car.
Yeah, because this was when Evolution was still together, if I recall. No, maybe not.
I believe part. I don't know if all of Evolution was still together.
Because Batista wasn't part of it yet. I think this is just Flair and
beginnings of it.
Yeah, it's beginnings because Triple H doesn't have the mutton chops here.
Yeah, the reign of terror hasn't really started fully yet.
I didn't realize how many Elimination Chambers Triple H had won. I think he's won like 3 or 4 of them, which is kind of nuts.
Oh, Triple H has won more of everything than like everybody. It seems like outside of the Royal Rumble. He only won one Rumble. No?
2.
2.
And Booker T, I still to this day think Booker T should have went over at that Mania. Like, and
I agree. Actually, another, just as long as we're spitting out fun facts about this show and this match, Triple H actually gets injured halfway through this match, pretty severely. Rob Van Dam hits him with a 5-star frog splash, but Triple H was too close to the pod, too close to the corner, and because of the roof, Rob wasn't able to adjust his jump like he normally would. So when he comes down, he actually lands with his shin right on Hunter's throat.
Oh.
But to his credit, Trips was able to complete the match.
I forgot how ridiculous Sean's hair looked at this time.
the half short, half long, while he's still growing it out. I know. I always, if you've ever grown your hair out, like there hits this point where it's bad. It just looks bad. It's gonna look bad, and there's nothing you can do about it except keep going, or cut it. Like it's just gonna look bad at that length. I blame Booker T.
Yeah.
I really think WWE should have put emphasis into making Booker T a 5-time WWE champion.
I
Like
think that it was a missed opportunity as well. Because I think
if
he
he's 5-5, then he'd be
10 times, 10 times. No, coach. I am the game.
I looked cooler 2 years ago.
I'm thinking about growing on the mutton chops, but Stephanie's not sure. It'll be an interesting mustache ride.
Coach looks like he's being threatened. He's like, I don't need this shit. Fuck this. I'm going to ESPN. Golfers don't threaten interviewers. I just want to know who's coming with me.
I've got a first class ticket to hell.
Also, I just got to add, it's really weird seeing Eric Bischoff at this point with black hair.
Mm-hmm.
In WCW, he had gotten his head shaved. And when he got his head shaved, it like he buzzes it down and it's all gray. And you can see that he's clearly been dyeing his hair for years. And just age with grace. You know what I'm saying? Just
hey, everybody's got their own things. Vanity's a hell of a thing. My problem with Eric Bischoff's every time I've seen him, especially like when he has black hair in WCW or here in particular, he just looks like an evil version of Mike Myers.
I had never put that together before, but you are so right. The hair is like identical to Mike Myers.
Like particularly, so I married
Mike Myers to play Eric Bischoff in a movie. I
think that would be great.
No.
Particularly right now, this hair is the "So I Married an Axe Murderer" hair.
I'm stuck in 1994.
Oh.
This pod is 1994, and I am stuck in here. I love how like he's going through all this, and he's like, "This is bulletproof plexiglass." And I'm just like, you do know this is all good. Like people are going to be going through these things in like 2 years, right? Brock Lesnar, he's just going to bust one down. Who else bust? Who all
Goldberg
busted one down?
I think Kane did. Big Show did.
I believe. Yep.
I even think
did Mark Henry?
Maybe I think Braun Strowman did.
Oh yeah. Of course, I guess at this point it's kind of crazy to say this. This is 2002. We're in 2026.
24 years later.
Like that's insane to think about the fact that we've had 24 years of chamber matches now.
Oh man. Oh, now I'm feeling.
I know, right?
Yeah, because I think I had just turned 14 when this.
It hits you like a ton of bricks when you suddenly realize, oh yeah, I am in fact old.
Oh wow! So this would have been. This actually probably would have. Let me see what the date was. This took place on November 17th, 2002. So this was freshman year high school. So this was about 6 or 7 months before you and I met, actually.
Yep. This is I
Or,
just graduated. I had graduated a couple months
so
before this.
no, it would have been a year and 6 and 7 months because we met in 2004.
I just know that I graduated in 2002. I remember that very vividly.
Yeah, I
So,
remember being a freshman.
I remember watching this pay-per-view live the first time downstairs in my parents' basement.
Is Jericho the European champion here?
Yeah. Back when it's kind of it really makes me sad because the European title actually had some real prestige to it. I wish they wouldn't have gotten rid of the European title. I wish they wouldn't, or I liked the television title in WCW for the same reason.
It was the workhorse title, but then it got merged with the IC title. I don't know. I personally think that I think WWE could benefit from having a title that's more regularly defended on TV than just the world title. The IC title again.
This was actually the year where they merged all those, where they started merging all those titles together. Earlier in the year, same show, in fact, that 3-minute warning debuted at. That sorry. Or sorry, not that show. It was the same show where Triple H turned on Michaels. That's what I was thinking.
So you might have been in that vignette at the very beginning that they were showing of this movie because they showed that him turning on him.
I, as a matter of fact, am. Actually, one of the coolest moments of my young life was the following week after Triple H turned on Michaels. They were showing the vignette right at the beginning, and I was in the audience holding a DX sign, and they zoomed in specifically on me holding the DX sign, and it was just like a 2-second moment where I'm like, holy shit, and I wished that I was recording it because that was like my real moment on WWE programming. Other than that, I've been in the crowd several times. But.
Fun fact for the kids at home: you didn't have a phone to record it. You'd have to put a tape or a DVD in the thing to record it, and then hope you got it just right, or catch it on a simulcast, like 3 a.m. on if you have Dish Network.
Yep.
It was a giant pain in the ass. But VHS tape collecting, particularly in the late 90s and early 2000s, I would make duplicates and I would sell them to people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there were some, and there were some shows that like the only way you were going to get to see them was going and finding other people that collected VHS tapes and trade them. I actually really missed the tape trading where hey, I got this Japan show, hey, I got this ECW show.
That's actually how I got a lot of my New Japan stuff from the 90s and ECW stuff, because I didn't have cable at a couple points growing up, so it was like, oh well, to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, I need to buy this Japanese premium network thing that I can't access, or hey, ECW is only available on this UHF channel that no one gets on this side of the state.
I got the ECW channel, so that was actually part of. I was making my own tapes off of that, and then I would get the ECW pay-per-views and then trade for the Japanese ones and Mexican ones too. Those were a little bit harder to find, but
those are super hard to find.
But when you could, and some just amazing luchador stuff.
Mm-hmm.
HBK is so happy that he still fits in that sparkly vest. He's been wanting to wear it since Mania.
Just like his hair, man. I just keep looking at the
His,
hair.
his hair is pretty bad. He looks he.
He looks like a suburban mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Karen Michaels.
Ooh. Well, for those of you at home who haven't seen this or might not have seen this, who do you think's going to win? Do you think it'll be Kane? Do you think it'll be Booker T? Do you think it'll be Chris Jericho? Do you think it'll be Karen Michaels, RVD, or Triple H?
Now, if you're watching it, I already know. I remember clearly who wins this one, but that's okay. That's okay. Because I don't remember every moment of it, and then at this point, like I'm not watching it. Okay, here's something I forgot, but I am definitely going to point out here as we're doing commentary on this. Those tights that Michaels is wearing.
Oh my god, they're so fucking bad. Those are so fucking terrible.
Brown. I don't know why he thought brown was a good idea, but it wasn't.
Maybe he ate Taco Bell and just wanted to make sure he was covered.
Well, okay. Here's what really baffles me. Like, all right, hey, you're gonna win the world title tonight in this big comeback moment of your career.
Let's wear brown.
Yeah. What do you want to wear? Like, I'm gonna wear brown.
Well, you see, Sean, I really envision you wearing poop-stained brown with a giant H on your ass.
And hearts.
And with hearts. Let everybody know that you love the shits. Big, sweaty, meaty men slapping shits.
I know he's not in this one. I know it was a different one than this. The Undertaker, there's that Undertaker spot in Elimination Chamber where the pyro went off and burned him, and he's in the ring, like there's pouring water bottles and stuff on him. And like I said, I know it's not this match, but can we just all agree that the Undertaker's one of the most badass wrestlers?
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely one of the most badass wrestlers. You know.
Is Triple H start this match?
I think so. Yeah, because this is right after Ric Flair came to...
the announcers just said that Triple H is currently 0-6 at Survivor Series.
Homie never wins at Survivor Series.
If you're 0-6 at Survivor Series and you're going in as the world champion, I'm not saying not to show up, but maybe, you twist your ankle or something. Oh, I can't compete. I'll defend against you tomorrow on Raw.
Maybe that's why Karen Michaels is wearing brown.
Because his friend is the shits at Survivor Series.
Maybe. It looks like we're getting RVD and Triple H starting this off.
Yeah, this is right before I felt like the world title picture on Raw started to just really fall off. Like
honestly, once Goldberg, once the Steiner Triple H feud, and then Goldberg debuted, that was the start of the Reign of Terror. But I'd say the Steiner versus Triple H feud was probably where it really started to fall off.
Well, and that's right after this.
Mm-hmm.
Like they face each other.
Like the next pay-per-view. Or two? No, because he gets the world title back. Because I think he has, because after this is the 3 stages of hell at Bad Blood. And then I think we get, I want to say, New Year's Revolution.
Was that where they had their match?
I think so.
It could
Let me
be.
look that up.
I know. It's really it was because Steiner's first real feud
Was Triple H.
was Triple H.
I'm not sure why my internet's being slow today, but
Well, you are streaming a pay-per-view and live broadcasting, so
fair enough. I think it's just Google. Yeah, it's just Google right now.
I blame Google. It's I blame Jeff Bezos.
All right, so
I blame Elon Musk.
okay, so it was January 19th of 2003. The Royal Rumble is where they faced off. It was Dave Meltzer's worst match of the year, 2003. Then they had a tag match.
They had all year to come up with a worse one, and they couldn't do it.
They had a tag match with Batista and Triple H versus Booker T and Scott Steiner. And then they had another feud at No Way Out, or another match at No Way Out. Also really terrible. So they only faced each other 3 times.
You know, as I'm watching this, I think it was a really good call on their part to have RVD start this match, because it's a new match type, and to have him be able to explore it and find different ways to work around the ring, I think is really good.
Mhm.
But I think Triple H was the wrong person to do it with.
I think it should have been Jericho.
I think it should have been Jericho. Yeah.
And Triple H had already busted open.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well, I think the reason they wanted the blood so early in the match was just so that you had you could show how dangerous.
Yeah, no, I mean I get the why.
Is. But yeah, just in terms of being unique and exploring the space, I think Jericho and Van Dam would have done a better job of it. Right here.
Oh yeah, I think I'm a couple seconds behind you. Yeah, I forgot. Jericho and RVD are feuding right now. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh, I guess it's not right here.
No, but ooh. No, it might still be here.
Triple H and Jericho are two of those guys that I wish either would have become complete blood feud enemies for their whole careers, or found a time to work together. One of the two. Either absolutely hate each other, or find a time to be tag team champions together.
I can see that.
I mean, not anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
Past that.
I think Triple H would have a heart attack, literally, if that happened now.
Triple H is the living embodiment of the wrestler, and I'm talking about the one from the movie.
Yeah. Randy the Ram.
Randy the Ram.
Man. Those of you just joining us, we are in the live main event right now of the Elimination Chamber. We're about to have our third participant enter. I believe it's going to be Jericho.
Yeah, it's Jericho. I'm a little bit.
But yeah, some pretty exciting stuff. We did skip a little bit ahead because, quite frankly, watching 2-minute warning and a 6-minute tag, 6-man elimination tag, or table tag sounds fucking terrible. But yeah, this has been a pretty solid pay-per-view. Not calling them PLEs.
Yeah, I hate the PLE name. Pay-per-view. PVVs, baby. See, yeah, already the way that Jericho and Van Dam are like moving around the ring already is what I wish we had to start this match off with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
That was cool. Yes.
That was cool.
Did you just see the Spider-Man spot?
Yep.
Okay. I want to make sure you got to see it before I called it out. But like that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm saying, like those are the two guys that should have started this for exactly that reason, because the innovation that Rob Van Dam and Jericho could have brought to this over Triple H. Triple H isn't going to do anything new in this. You know.
But then how will my son-in-law get over?
Well, he has plenty of time to do that. Just like stick him in a cage and have him. I'm the champ.
Yeah, like I think I personally would have booked it a little bit differently myself. I would have probably had Triple H come out towards the end, especially with how they were booking his character to this point. You know, have Kane do a lot of the heavy lifting for the eliminations. Have it get down to like Triple H, Kane, Shawn, and Booker T, and then you can, you know.
I think the first three I would have had in there would have been Rob, Jericho, and Booker.
Yeah.
The guys who are going to be moving really quickly, exploring the space, going a little more high flying, then bring in Kane to trim down the field, then Michaels so he can get some work in with the littler guys, and then Triple H coming in as the last man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, looking very dangerous. I think that's how I would have looked at it. But ow.
Ooh.
I think he was supposed to hit the chains there.
He hit the post.
He hit the post.
Yep. I think they were off on their positioning there.
We're just gonna do it again now.
Yeah. This time they did it right. Oh, again?
No, not there.
Huh? Oh my god.
That right there, I'm gonna tell you right now. Because I've seen this happen so many times backstage. I'm telling you right now, I know how this went. That was RVD backstage going, I got an idea that's gonna be really cool.
You sure it's gonna be cool and safe, brother? Ooh.
That was cool.
That was cool. That's a nice little sequence. Alright. I think we're getting close to the spot you were talking about.
What I gotta say though is I think, and I know this is the first one, so I'm sure there's tweaking that goes on between these, but I think the time between people entering is too long.
Yes. I think they've gotten much better at it in recent days. It's Kane! Oh, Booker T.
Nope, it's Booker.
Booker.
Can you dig that, sucker?
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you.
Okay, I am gonna say I really hate his sidekick, the one where he just kind of like glides into you, and you gotta like be running at him in order for it to be. There's the spin kick is different. Like the
Mm-hmm.
spin kick looks like it has some force behind it, but when he just does the like that little jump up, jump to the side, hit you with his quad thing, and they call it
Yeah.
a sidekick, I really like that. That always bugged me.
No, I'm right there with you on that. Oh. Do,
That one
do,
right
do,
there, though.
do, do.
That one
Yes.
looks like Ash Force.
Do, 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 do.
You better watch out, Rob. Because no but clean shot now, and then you're gonna get real fucked
I will say though, the Kurt Angle Booker T stuff, as cringe as it was at the time, I remember being thoroughly entertained by it, just because like it was so. It reminded me a lot of the edginess of the Attitude Era, but like they definitely took it too far.
up. No, see, I think, and I really believe it. I think that with wrestling angles, and I know you've had some of these experiences. You want that edginess. You want to push that envelope, and not just you, the person you're with, the person you're working with. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so you have those conversations, and you know, so especially when you're the heel, and you got that baby face saying to you, "I want you to really rip into me. I want you to really let me have it. I really want you to take this to an extreme." And you have that person you're working with. I feel like it makes it a little bit more okay, knowing that you're the bad guy. You're gonna get your comeuppance. You know what I mean? And that's what made
Yeah,
that one with Triple H and Booker T so bad because Triple H didn't get his comeuppance. That's the whole problem with that. Like
yeah, no,
if you did
that's
that entire feud the same way and Triple H loses, well, justice was served. Right one out in the end, so it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean,
So,
right here. This is the spot,
yep.
and immediately Triple.
Oh,
You can tell, and Rob, and you can tell Rob, and you can tell it's off. Like Rob's holding his shin. Referee is reporting. Referee's holding up
yep.
an X. It's really interesting watching this with that context. You know what I mean? And knowing that. I wonder if Rob was hurt there too. Like it
I think
looked
he
like
tweaked.
his.
I think he tweaked his knee. Yeah, because this was in the build up to WrestleMania 19, which did
Well,
not have RBD on it.
I think there's a part of this too where they're trying to figure out what to do right now. I think they all know, that something got messed up, right? And that Triple H is hurt. So I think that right now Jericho and Booker are trying to just give Hunter time because he put his leg up on the rope. So he's saying, "I'm still continuing in this match." Like he had the opportunity to get pinned.
Hmm. Armageddon was the pay per view after this.
Yeah, that's right. Armageddon was always the
Because that was the
December
three
thing.
stages. That was the three stages of hell, and then yeah, so this was the build up for WrestleMania 19. Do 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 do.
All right, so we still got Kane and
I imagine
Karen.
Kane.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's Kane.
It's Kane.
Honestly, even if Michaels was the one you had planned at this point, with Triple H being hurt, I think Kane is the right choice. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
bring in the guy who can just like absorb all the attention for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Triple H? Oh, there he is.
He rolled kind of under the ropes over there. He's next to the ref. Oh.
I don't think that spot looked nearly as cool as they thought it was going to look.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
There we go.
Very first match, and already someone's gone through the bulletproof glass. Big quotation marks.
Maybe don't punch him in the throat, bro.
I mean, standard rules. If they've made it to their feet, they're ready for the fight.
I mean, I'm aware of that, but I don't know.
Also, Kane might not be aware of what the injury was. You know what I mean? That's a little unclear because he was still in his pod. Where like Jericho and Booker, you know,
They were there.
They were right there. The referee can talk to him.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Booker's like, it's so weird being here in WWE where people actually know how to do a choke slam.
There's Booker down.
Booker T has been eliminated.
Booker down. Now Jericho's gonna go full chicken shit. Oh, he's busted open too.
He did a nice job of juicing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks much more authentic than.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with Jericho. When he cuts, he goes like up over more to the side. A lot of people do it right here.
That's because people will do it out here because they want the visibility.
Yeah. And you get it too. This is Devon Dudley. He's like, it's all over his forehead.
Fucking the Cologne, Carlito, or no, not Carlito. Carlito and Primo's dad. Shit, the older Cologne.
A whole bunch of those old school wrestlers.
Dusty's forehead was all fucked up. Abdallah the Butcher. Bruiser Brody's head. You know.
Dula might have been the worst.
His was pretty bad. Shit, there was.
Sheik's
one of a lot of the hardcore guys. Sheik's was pretty bad. Honestly, Sabu's was a little bad there too.
Sabu's whole body was.
Yeah, like especially after the barbed wire shit.
Well, shouts to Jericho for being in this match as long as he has. I don't know.
And there goes Triple H getting launched.
He's like, "Oh, Rick said that spot wouldn't hurt, and it did. I'm gonna get back and yell at him."
I don't think Rick should be. Rick survived a plane crash. He might not have pain in his back feeling.
Deadass, man. I've seen Rick go up to the top rope and actually connect with the double axe handle twice in my entire life.
He's got the shits. Here he comes.
All right, here we go. Let me beat the hell out of the two guys who are standing instead of the one guy who I hate.
God, those are the worst wrestling tights I've ever seen. Okay, kip up.
No, nope. Too early for that.
Too early?
Too early for the kip up. Instead, we have to sell like we've been just knocked around for 20 minutes, even though we've been in the ring for 20 seconds. Good God. The next time he sold that hard, it would be for Hulk Hogan. Like, seriously, he just took a choke slam and he's been in the ring for all of 1 minute and 30 seconds. Please pin somebody. That's 3 chokes. You just choked the entire field. Would you please pin somebody?
I think this match has definitely gone on a little too long. Yeah. Going for the tombstone. Slides out. Sweet chin music.
Sit up, Kane. Sit up, Kane. There we go. Triple H catches Kane. Pedigree. Right to his knee. I'm just being really honest here. I don't know if there's a more consistent person that takes a bad pedigree in all of professional wrestling than Kane. I don't know that Kane ever went chest down his entire career.
I mean, he's a big guy. It's probably hard to be that big and trying to take that move.
You just gotta kick your feet out. If you can take an RKO, you can take a pedigree. If you can take an X Factor, you can take a pedigree.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Then again, I don't know that King could actually take an X Factor either. I might need to go back and look that up. Shawn Michaels looks like he's been through a car accident.
Like I said, he wore brown for a reason.
Sorry, I meant Chris Jericho. I said Shawn Michaels. I meant Chris Jericho. With his shiny red pants.
He's so shiny. Kane got eliminated, so...
Oh, Sean, you busted open now?
Yep.
Sean's?
Nothing like swapping bodily fluids.
We all need to bleed. Oh. What year was it that Jericho fought Triple H in the main event of Mania?
Uh,
2001?
WrestleMania. It was earlier this year. It was WrestleMania 18 March of 2002.
Okay, I was wondering if it was because it just seems crazy to me that those two, like, oh well, we were in a blood feud for WrestleMania, even though it was really a lame feud. The feud was over a dog. Uh, it could have been over his wife too, which is just insane. Like the feud would have been so much better if they were fighting over Stephanie.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then somehow they're working like side by side here against Michaels, which you just like. If anything, you would think that Michaels and Jericho would be teaming up to beat up Triple H. Like
Yeah.
they both have beef
Oh.
with Triple H, and Triple H is just walking around like not doing anything while the other two kill each other.
Oh Lord.
Big right hands into Triple H, and Triple H into the ring.
Hmm.
That's the one thing that's fun about this match. It's the only match where you can like consistently get clotheslined into the ring.
I
Pile driver?
think he's back body drop. Yep. Nope.
I mean, at this
Oh.
point, the pile driver was outlawed by this point,
Yeah, yeah.
more or less. I mean, I know that it's still allowed to be used every once in a great while under specific conditions and stuff, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now, I think.
Flying elbow. Here's the kip up.
Yep.
And right back down again. Okay, how many lion salts is that now for Jericho? Is that the fourth one?
Fourth or fifth.
We are down to our final three, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H.
Three of the very best to ever do it. We are just over 13 minutes left in the pay per view. Um,
Big moonsault there onto Jericho, and only two.
it was a little obvious on the weight, but
If the referee hadn't been out of position, that's what Jerry Lawler just said. It's Earl Hebner's fault.
when in doubt, blame Hebner.
See, like that makes no sense to me. Why would Triple H break up the submission instead of just letting Jericho get tapped out? All right, now they're finally going at it.
Knee. We're gonna get the spine buster soon. Nope.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that nobody, like legitimately, I haven't seen anybody really pick up um, that style that Triple H uses with the knees.
Hmm.
Throwing someone under the rope, hitting them with the jumping knee, bringing them down onto the knee, dropping the knee onto the floor. Like Triple H did a lot of knee uh, based offense, and I don't really see anybody picking that up, and I'm kind of surprised that we don't see more. Uh, imitation, I guess,
Yeah.
in the modern era. And again, making literally zero sense. Like, yeah, you got the pin, okay, but it makes no sense. He could have just, like, he could have tapped out Triple H and then you give him Sweet Chin Mickey's win the match. Come on. Make it make sense. Sorry, I'm not trying to just bitch. I just
No, you're fine. Oh, God. He's busted open good.
Oh, yeah. They both are.
This is that fuck you, let's die fight.
As you can see, look at all the blood in Michael's hair. Like, that's what's crazy to me.
It's definitely wild. Spinebuster.
He has a really good Spinebuster. Triple H.
Yeah, him and Arn had two of the best in my opinion.
Yeah. Because both him and Arn really go down with it and really like give it that extra bit of oomph. Batista had a pretty good Spinebuster as well. Also, that same kind of I'm gonna go down with it and really drive you into the mat.
Back body drop. Oop.
Give him a pedigree. I think it's going to be a back body drop. Oh, I was wrong.
Right into the pod.
That's two.
That's the second one. Yeah.
That's the second one. We've broken half the pods in the first match. They need double bulletproof glass. Well, and as I recall, doesn't the pod end up like this isn't the same chamber they use now?
No, the chamber now is a lot safer.
Like more, but the whole like story is that it's like a reinforced chamber now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The plexiglass is actually bulletproof.
Yeah.
Seriously, that stuff is like so thin. You can see how thin it is, right there.
That is very cheap plexiglass.
That is not bulletproof glass.
That is made to break. As somebody who played a lot of hockey growing up, I know what real plexiglass looks like.
But God bless the announcers. They're still selling it. You can feel this coming to an end.
Mm-hmm. We got just over 7 minutes.
Well, at least 5 of that's going to be celebration. So,
yeah, we're definitely coming into the home stretch.
Sean's grabbing onto Triple H's dick with both hands.
Oh, this is that Warrior Hogan moment. Just a friendly workplace reach around, I guess.
Triple H was like, I'm only gonna let you win this title one way. You know what you got to do tonight. You got to do it in front of everybody. Sean was like, all right.
Stephanie said she won't do it. Oh, there went my dreams of getting a job with WWE. Worth it. Worth it. All right.
If AJ Styles can make fun of WWE right after being inducted in the Hall of Fame, anything's possible.
Right. My kid is up, and I'm going to have to go attend to him, so I'm going to have to cut things a little short, guys. So I'll be happen to bounce, okay?
All right. I'll stick with you guys to the end of this pay-per-view.
All right.
Night, Evan. All right, guys. It's going to be me and you to finish this thing out. We've got about 5 minutes left in the actual pay-per-view match. Triple H going one-on-one with Shawn Michaels. Shawn bringing Triple H to his feet, looking at the bloody mess that is his former best friend, giving him a clothesline into the ring. That's right. I'm going to give you play-by-play. Shawn now climbing up to the top rope. Triple H, bloody mess, laying down inside the ring. Shawn's up on that top turnbuckle, looking at the fans. And he says, you know what? Screw it. Let's go up even higher. He's heading up to the pod. The top of the pod, getting ready to drop that infamous Shawn Michaels elbow. Here he goes. Boom! Dropping it down. Huge elbow landing on Triple H. That going much better for him than the last round where RVD landed on his throat there. Shawn rolling over onto Triple H, looking for the cover here. Moving slowly. No, decides he's not going to go for a cover instead. Shawn gets to his feet. He stumbles. He makes his way over to the corner. And the showstopper is tuning up the band. Blood streaming down the face of Shawn Michaels as he prepares for a little of that sweet chin music. Triple H making his way back to his feet. Boom! No. Shawn getting caught. Kick to the midsection. Triple H hooks both arms. Pedigree of Michaels. Triple H blocking the sweet chin music, hitting the pedigree, which you would think would be the end of this match, but no. In fact, it is not going to be the end of this match. We've still got a little bit more to go. Triple H trying to crawl over to Michaels, dropping an arm over the top of his chest. And Michaels kicking out. Really, this is so cool for these guys. When you know that these guys are best friends, and that these guys are two guys who, this is one of those matches they probably always wanted to have with each other, just to be able to get in there with your best friend and tear it up. Back body drop by Michaels. Sweet chin music into the face of Triple H. 1, 2, 3. That does it. We have a new world heavyweight champion. The man who we thought would have retired 4 years earlier, Shawn Michaels, defeating Triple H in the inaugural Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to end this tonight. We're going to end with HBK winning the world title. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Evan had to jet out, but thank you for staying the last couple minutes with me. And I'm going to remind everybody to go to duelingguard.com, use that code SOG15, get yourself 15% off of all your gaming merchandise. Join us next Monday right here on the pod. We'll be playing some more Dungeons and Dragons. Until then, I'm Brian Mercer. We'll see you later, guys.